Hello everybody, thank you for watching. In today's tutorial, we will be learning the 4-ball shower. This looks a little bit like this. This is one of those ones where it's just like the same as doing the 3-ball shower, but with another ball. In this video, I'm going to show you the prerequisites. I'm going to show you different entries into the 4-ball shower, and then at the end I'm going to have some tips on the 4-ball shower itself. So the first prerequisite obviously is the 3-ball shower. If you can't already do this, then go check out my tutorial on this trick, but you're definitely going to need to be able to do this before you can move on. Next up, you need to start feeling comfortable alternating and changing the height of your 3-ball shower. So if you're normally doing it like around eye level here, you need to practice going really low so it's really fast, and then higher so it's slower. You know, your 4-ball shower is probably going to be this height or higher, so you need to be able to control the balls at that height with the 3 balls. So definitely as a warm-up exercise, just go from low to high, back down to low, to high, etc. The next prerequisite to do is the 3-ball shower flash. Probably not what it's called officially. All you're going to do is you're going to start from the normal shower pattern. You're going to go extra high with all 3 throws, and you're going to throw them a little bit faster than normal. So basically you're not going to have any balls in your hand at one point. Up, 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 like this. You can understand why this is quite a useful trick, because the time where you have no balls in your hand is going to be when you have the 4th ball. That's when you're going to be having the 4th ball in your hand. The second prerequisite is the 3-ball high-low shower. All this is normal 3-ball shower, and you're going to just throw one up, and then while that one is in the air, you're going to switch the other 2 across, like this. To break that down, just take 2 balls. All you're going to do is the basic exercise that you use to learn the shower, you're just going to do that. So at the same time, you're going to throw that across, you're going to zip that one across, you're going to go whoop, like that. You probably find this quite easy if you can already do a shower, but it's a little bit more complicated to do it with the ball in the air. So to do it, I would recommend having a nice high ceiling, unlike what I have here. You can just chuck the high one up a little bit higher, and then give yourself enough time to practice that zip across. So think normal shower, high zip, normal shower, high zip, high zip, high zip, like that. So if you've given all of those prerequisites a go, then let's move swiftly on to 4 balls. So next up, I'm just going to show you a couple of different entries. Some of you might find some entries easier than others, so I'll show you my favorite ones, and the only ones I know anyway. So I think one of the hardest things about the 4-ball shower is just getting into it, because once you're in the rhythm, it's kind of okay. It's just getting into the rhythm initially that is quite challenging. The first, and I think the easiest entry, is starting with 3 balls in one hand and 1 ball in the other. The hand with 1 in is going to be the hand that throws across, and the hand with 3 in is going to be the hand that zips. So the first throw is this ball is going to go up and across, and at the same time you're going to zip the first ball from this hand over. That first ball with the 3 is going to be this one, so that's supported by my middle finger, my ring finger. If you don't know how to hold it, 3 balls in one hand, check out my tutorial on that also. So for the first step, you're just going to throw this ball across like that, and as you do that, you're going to zip this here. That's going to look like this. Don't worry at first about catching that one, because we actually don't want to practice catching it at the moment. It's going to throw off the rhythm, because what needs to happen is these 3 balls need to be in the air before you're catching that one. So right now, Just don't worry about catching it with the one ball, let it drop. Anyway, once that's done, let's move on to the next throw, which is pretty similar to the first throw. You're just gonna go up across, and then like this. So up across, up across. Now we're letting two balls drop. Still, don't worry about catching it for now. Just think up across, up across. Right at this stage, it's just the 3-ball shower. So you should find this relatively easy. Now you've done the up across, think back to the 3-ball flashing shower exercise that was like this, and you went up like that. And that's what we're gonna try and replicate with the 4 balls. So from here, you're gonna go up, up, up. You can start in the same way with the 3 balls to practice it. So you can go, you're here, here, and then to finish the cycle, we need to add one more throw. So you're just simply gonna add the same again afterwards. You're gonna go, same thing with the final zip as well. So there you will have the complete pattern. Again, remember that it's a lot easier to do it with a higher ceiling height. Remember, with every new trick, there is the trade-off between the higher you throw the ball, the more time you have in the trick to think about what's going on, but also the more control you need in order to throw the ball higher. So if you're lower, it's easier to control where the ball goes, but it's quicker. So you have to find the right balance for you. The other things to think about is it will feel too fast at the beginning. Like it's gonna feel like, oh, this is so fast, I can't possibly do this. But just know that you will get through that feeling. I'm sure you had the same feeling when you were learning the 3-ball shower initially also. First up, we have the entry from the 4-ball cascade. So you're gonna juggle 4 balls normally like this. All you're gonna do is you're gonna throw 1 across, 1 higher, and then you're gonna be able to get straight into it. So this is gonna go 1 across, 1 higher, and then that is stopping here, you know? You're not obviously catching all the balls, but it brings you into the position that we were in. Across, up, here, straight into the, but without catching them all in the hand first. So what that looks like is normal cascade, basically you're making the 3 balls on this side line up into, you know, a tower like this, so you can get them all one by one at the correct time. So if you can imagine, you're doing the 4 balls, and then this one's just a normal height of a normal 4 throw. This one is going to be crossing slightly higher as a 5, and then the final one from this hand is going to be thrown up even higher than this one. So they're basically going to come down as this 3. So you're here, another entry which I actually find easier is from a synchronized pattern. So this time you're just going to be doing the normal 4-ball synchronized pattern like this, and all you're going to do is throw 2 like that, and you've got the 2 in your hand. So you can imagine the 2 are coming down, got 2 in your hand, you can throw these, get this next one, get the next one. It lines up in that tower in the correct placements. So first, as always, just do what I just did, throw like that, and don't worry about catching them, then give it a go. So go here, there, like this. Next one, with a similar principle to the previous, is from a 4-ball, 3-ball cascade pattern, where you're throwing 1 throw as the multiplex. And this throw, the multiplex, is going to stack up in the exact same way as the one that we just did. So you're basically going to throw it to this side. As you already know they're going to come down like this. You will have 2 balls in either hand. So the first ball's coming down and you can throw that across, grab that first ball and then continue. So starting from here, you're going to throw the multiplex to that side, stack it up, and then it falls straight into the shower. So the next one I think is visually the nicest looking, but it's a lot easier if you have a higher ceiling and you have more space to throw. So you're going to start out just like this, and then all you're going to do, I start with a 4 throw. So a 4 throw is that, you know, it's from one hand up to the same hand. And then as that ball is in the air, I've got 3 balls like this in my hands. I'll show you again how I got there. So 3 ball cascade pattern. You're going to throw a 4 ball up and you've got the other 3 in your hand. And as that ball is in the air, you're going to basically throw these 3 at the same time as a tower or a stack, however you want to call it. The principle with all these tricks is pretty much the same. All of these entries, sorry. It's just stacking the balls on this side so they naturally fall into the shower pattern. If you think about it, you're doing a shower like this. The shower pattern is 1 ball and then the next ball and then the next ball. And that's just all we're replicating. We're trying to get the 3 balls as if they'd come from already the shower. So you can practice that stack just on its own, where you have 1 ball, this one just goes low to here. These 2 balls are going to go higher, so it's going to look like that. And as you can see, they're all going to come down in a nice line. So they're there, down like this. Now with the 4 balls, starting normal 3 ball cascade, multiplex, then you're going to start with the 4, there, up. Now with the 4 balls, so starting from the cascade, throw the 4 just to 1 up first. That's going to be there. The stack, you know, don't worry about catching them for now, just get an idea of what it is you're doing. And then I'll show you this into the shower. You're here, 4 ball there, into the shower like this. As you can imagine, there are a lot of variations that I didn't show you. They can just be as simple as, you know, these balls don't have to be here, they could be there. You know, as long as the principle is the same, there's a bunch of different things you could do. You just need to get them to stack correctly, whether that's 2 balls, 3 balls, or even all 4 balls. You know, the principle is the same. So those are my entries in order of what I personally found easiest. You may potentially find one of them easier than the others. It's just down to personal preference and what you've already been practicing and you've already got comfortable with. Another thing to be aware of is it's actually quite hard to control the crossing throw. Sometimes you'll go accidentally like not crossing enough, or you might like zoom it. Don't worry about that. It does just come with time. The 3 ball exercises that we did at the beginning are going to be really useful to control the throws at different heights, but you know, don't worry about it if it doesn't come immediately. So that pretty much covers it all. A few things I guess to say are, don't worry about if your arms are uneven initially, you know, like if you're juggling, if you're doing it like this or like it's like really weird. This is kind of normal to start off with, and over time it will improve. Just if you film yourself, be aware of it and actively try to sort it out, you know. But I would say it's fairly common to have some sort of unevenness when you're learning these sort of tricks. Second thing, obviously, practice it on both sides, just like I did. Here's my left. But seriously, you should practice both sides with all these tricks in juggling. But you know, it is acceptable, in my opinion, to learn on one side and then have one side that's better than the others. I think that's quite normal. But yeah, you may as well practice with both sides from the beginning, even though one is going to feel way harder. At some point, you're going to need to learn it. So may as well be sooner rather than later. Last pointer, something that really helped me learn the full ball shower was incorporating a bit of movement into it. So like going like this, for example, turning with it. A, it looks cool. B, it makes the pattern a little bit easier because instead of having to throw so far across, which remember I said a lot of people can struggle with, you can compromise by throwing it less across but turning into it. So instead of having to throw here to get it to this hand, you can just throw it to here and you're going to be turning and it's going to come into your hand like that. I personally learned this at the same time as I was learning the shower, and sometimes I would do the shower and then accidentally start turning with it. And I think that's okay to learn. Some people prefer to learn one method where they're completely straight and not confuse themselves by turning. But personally, I found it easier to do some turning and then eventually I sorted it out so I could do a turning or not turning. That concludes my full ball shower tutorial. Please subscribe for more tutorials like this. Like the video if you like the video, and thank you for watching. Let me know how the learning goes, if you need any clarity over anything that I said, and see you guys next time.
Yeah.